All right, welcome back everybody to game number 3, Joe versus Gold. He calls me Robert, that's my name. But we are 1-1 best of 3 series here in the first Scrabbattle of all time. And Joe brings the Venusaur this time. If you haven't watched the first 2 battles, they were hype. I know we're doing battle replays. This is not the standard. I will normally be showing you the live comms, but unfortunately, due to a recording glitch, which I discussed in the Game 1 episode, we are going to have to give you guys a post-com. So we are here, both of us hanging out with you guys, watching these battles in super speed motion, which is not bad. I mean, the shorter videos, you guys get a little bit more content, whatever. But Joe, as we jump into this battle, as you guys can see, I kept the same team from Game 2. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was Joe's motto in Game 1 into Game 2, and he lost. So we'll see if I can manage to pull this one out. And so, Joe, as we jump into this game, talk to me about this Venusaur.
You know, Venusaur was my wild card. I wasn't totally for it, but it had its uses. It's got a lot of tech. That handles a lot of your team pretty well, and I had actually had a lot of trouble building this set because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go offensive or defensive because I didn't know how the first 2 games would go, which is why I brought the same team twice. I still couldn't justify bringing Venusaur for that second game because the first game had gone so well. So it was a little bit of a different set. You know, I obviously don't have the Mega, so I can't get Thick Fat to help with the X-Cloud, and I was very worried you were actually going to bring that X-Cloud and just tear apart that Venusaur. So I was just interested to try it. I figured you swapped in your Mega, it helped out pretty well. Maybe I'll throw you for a loop with my Venusaur.
I mean, hey, that's the value of winning Game 1. You can keep things hidden until Game 3. But
right.
Here we go. First turn, we've already passed it and just not acknowledged it while Joe was talking about Venusaur, which you do need to nickname that. It's hit the field. But he immediately air slashes and immediately flinches. And that gives him a free extra air slash, which would either kill Landorus or just damage on something else. The only thing that I really wanted to be able to handle that was my Jolteon, so I had to switch that thing in, which I did not appreciate doing on turn 2 and taking a full air slash. But out comes the Registeel and the Azelf, as you guys have seen a couple of crazy turns go by, and we get the prediction right that he's going to switch his Venusaur out, not want to take Zen Headbutt, and knock off the leftovers. Registeel will have no leftovers in Game 3. This thing will not be able to protect stall my Yanmega for the rest of the game. But
darn if I'm not going to try.
Joe, what's your Venusaur's nickname?
You know, I don't remember nicknaming it during the game.
You did not.
So, you heard it first here, kids. What's Venusaur's name going to be? We're going to go with Toadifer.
T-O-A-D. Spell that one out for me.
T-O-A-D-Ifer.
T-O-A-D-Ifer. All right. Well, we have ignored too much of this game because a lot happens very quickly right here.
I just want to point out that sweet damage roll.
Yeah, so Joe lives on 4 from an EQ that definitely had a roll to kill. Gets the Protect off. I reveal that I'm going to be going for Defog. Maybe if I didn't click it the first time, he wouldn't have thought about it. Because I clicking it again, I'm going to die to Toxic at this point, as he made a really good read on my switch, not going for Stealth Rocks, but instead going for Toxic. And he's able to just go right back for the rocks after I defog, and they will be there for the rest of the game. So I have to figure out how to play around them and get my Yanmega in without it taking, try to get it to a position where it can roost, if possible, so it can actually do a little bit of work. And at this point, it's like, okay, how do I want to play the game so that I take the least amount of Stealth Rock recoil because my defogger just died? Because I missed the damage roll on the Registeel, which is really frustrating, but,
Registeel's the MVP. I said it, game 1.
So, down goes Registeel on the U-turn, and we are able to go into Magirna, which I figure at least doesn't die to anything. Whatever it baits in, it doesn't die to. I could go for
this
a Volt
is where
Switch.
I was really hoping to use my Venusaur.
So he shows me Sunny Day Chlorophyll, which is exactly what I was expecting him to be. It made the most sense, unless he was like Subseed, Sleep Powder, something crazy. But we do have the Ice Beam. Unfortunately, as you're going to see, Venusaur is going to take that Ice Beam just fine. I was actually choice Specs Magearna until right before Game 1. I switched it to Fairy MZ. Specs would have been amazing. Specs Aura Sphere, that first game, would have handled the Registeel just fine. Ice Beam would have done just fine right here. And then I could have Flare Cannoned for Game 2 as well. Like without, I didn't need the Z move at all. So definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very shocked about the Ice Beam.
But we are able to. You do get the Earthquake off, which is about 50%, which is really unfortunate since Magearna definitely needed to be healthy in order to function. The other thing I could have been was Trick Room. If I was going to go for a Z move, I should have been Trick Room. But I switched it last minute and didn't have a chance to put on Trick Room, so...
You know, I thought about that. I was looking at your team and I was like, there's no way he's going to run Trick Room because I still had the lowest speed tier Pokemon of each thing. And if you were going to... Yeah, which was Registeel. And if you were going to bring Yanmega, there was absolutely no sense in having Trick Room.
Yeah. So I thought about planning it, but I didn't. So Jolteon goes for
another one of those damage rolls.
Jolteon goes for the Volt Switch and just doesn't kill. Just cannot kill. Now Mega takes a U-turn. At this point, I actually really misplayed. This is where I think the game was lost. The play here, Bug Buzz, do as much damage as possible. But I decided to click Roost. I figured Thunderbolt's not super effective. Maybe I could take it. It's a Yanmega. It's not bulky.
Not a chance.
It's not bulky. But I knew he was Air Balloon, not like any sort of boosting item, so I was like, maybe it's not super effective. It doesn't matter. It's a circuitry. It's still strong as heck. So.
Oh yeah.
So Beast Boost and Special Attack. You got no damage on him, and now I have to deal with it at full.
Oh, hey Arnold.
And so Azelf comes out, goes for the U-turn. This would have killed it if I had gone for the Bug Buzz first, like with the Yanmega. U-turn kills it. Done. Circuitry's gone.
Meanwhile, Lando's gone at this point, so I can basically click whatever I want on my Circuitry. So, fun fact, I actually had Hidden Power Ground. I don't know if you noticed that from Game 2.
Yeah, because I switched in the Yanmega and it didn't affect me, or I switched in the Landers or something. I think Landers.
Yeah. I was really hoping to get that against Jolteon, but I should have just left it with HP Ice and Signal Beam, because Signal Beam would have done just as much. Even Thunderbolt would have been comparable.
Now here, once again,
that was fun. That was another damage roll.
Definitely, and a 20% flinch chance on the back end of that I just don't get.
Yep.
And once I lose 3 Mons to Circuitry, it's like, how do you come back from that? So we've got Incineroar versus the world, and I looked at it, and I looked at Joe, and I said, Joe, I think there's a way I win this game. It requires, first things first, click Fake Out. That's fine. That's easy. That one was not hard. But after that, I needed to crit an Outrage, which I knew from the Game 2 that we lost, does not OHKO a Como-O. Somehow, someway, Como-O is bulky enough to just take an Outrage. Fine. I mean, it's not stab, but still. I could take an Earthquake. I needed to crit an Outrage. Then I needed Torn T to miss an Air Slash. And I needed to hit a 3-turn Outrage. All those had to happen, and I win this game. No crit. Not sure if it was a damage roll. It didn't kill either time I used it. So I don't think it was a roll. I didn't actually ever calc it. But
I remember it being about the same the last time you did it. That's why I stuck in and didn't worry about changing. But I think there was a bit of a roll that you could have killed me on the Outrage.
Yeah, I think it would have been like low though, like maybe like 12% or something.
Yeah.
But Joe decided
in high fashion.
Yeah. End the series the way it deserves to end, where Como-O claims a final kill against my team. So, in the first ever Scrabbattle on YouTube here on my channel, congratulations to Joe. 3 games and he wins the series. And Joe, do you have... I wish that I still had your first recording. It was absolutely phenomenal. Don't know if you can recreate it. Oh, but now you can dab on screen, so there you go.
I can dab on screen.
Do you have anything you want to say to the people?
First, I'd just like to thank my fans, my water bottle, and my phone, my two biggest fans. They call me the GOAT, just like my dear friend Tom Brady, who just won the Super Bowl, the greatest of all time. I'm the greatest Scrabbattler of all time. Co-creator of the game, self-designated master, and I'm going to Disney World.
Yeah, Joe's gonna take all of that hard-earned respect, take it all to Disney World.
We did it, Mom.
There's no money in it.
I made it.
I'm not paying Joe for this. You kidding, guys? No, Joe doesn't get any monetary reward for this.
Scrabbattling is going to be the next big thing at esports.
I mean, esports, Scrabbattling, hit me up. Some sponsor, I could make a joke, but I don't know any of them. Liquid, I think, is a esport brand. Anyway, I'm already sort of part of an esport organization thing. Sort of. Anyway, that's the series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is week 1. First time I'm doing this, so if you have any feedback, please tell me. I perfectly understand if the feedback is don't do post-com again. If it is do post-com again, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do, because this is not what I want this series to look like. But it is what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed at least this part of the series, and you are able to get something out of this. I'll be back again next week with a new guest, new letters, new mons, and a new series for you guys. Not new series, same Scrabbattling series, but new series of battles for you guys. So hopefully you guys are excited for this to start up on the channel and become a part of the Goldoa Dragon channel moving forward. If you have anyone who you want me to try to reach out to get, please make it semi-realistic. Obviously there are people who are like hundreds of thousands of viewers bigger than me that I'm just not going to be able to get to join me. So please don't ask for those people. But if you have anyone, or if you want to join, I don't need you to be uploading. Joe doesn't upload videos and he's here, so feel free to reach out. Join me in the Discord. And Joe, if you want to make your final plug as well, feel free.
Sure. So a little bit of a shameless plug here. So here at engineering school, I like to take my practical engineering SolidWorks skills and combine them with my lovely habit of Pokemon. So I've made a lot of different 3D models of some pretty cool Pokemon that Robert's going to share. Goldoa Dragon is going to share the link to down below. And if you want, check it out. If you're familiar with 3D printing, it's a great tool. It's really fun to have your models come to life. If you want something made that you can't find anywhere else, let me know. Gold will put you in contact with them or with me, and we'll get some work done.
Yeah, and everything, I believe, again, everything on his that you'll find in the links below is free for use. So if you want to print it yourself, feel free. If you want something specifically commissioned, a mon that you don't see, I'm pretty sure Joe's next project is going to be Registeel, because that's his new champion. But
I have to MVP. It's the Julian Edelman to my Tom Brady.
That's the MVP of the series for sure. Como may have picked up the most kills, but Registeel definitely facilitated that.
Oh yeah.
So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will be back again next week with a new guest and a new battle series ready for you guys. I'm so excited to bring this to the channel. It's something Joe and I have done many times in the past, but I haven't been had a chance to really record it. And now, thank you, Joe, for joining me here twice, in fact. And in week 1, it wouldn't have it any other way besides something going wrong and adjusting to it. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys back here next week. Take care, everybody.